Hi, this is Bill Spatrino. This is the weekend of July 19th, 2019. The Truth Machine, I appreciate everybody who has come back and wanted all these uh, podcasts. We took some time off. My producer was in college. He had a lot of exams and things going on. And I had a very bad throat infection where my voice, I do things on the Dividend Machine and the Inner Circle, my worldwide podcast, and my voice was not ready to do multiple podcasts. Because if you guys know, I get a little animated on here. And I want to make sure, like, this is the truth machine. It's not the politically correct machine. It's not the BS machine. Okay, what I say is what I think. Okay, we don't have any commercial people or anything that makes me say something or doesn't make me say it. Okay, we don't work with a script. Okay, I make a list of notes and then I just start talking. Okay, like I'm doing now. Because if you sit and read something, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't entertain people. Okay. All my life I've been a storyteller. When you lecture people, you bore them. When you tell stories, you keep people you're entertained and informed, and interested, and that's what we're trying to do. The first thing we're going to talk about is Trump's naming these four people that go after him. They call themselves the Squad. A lot of people have a lot of names for him. You know what I call them? I call them the Clod Squad. Okay, remember the old Mod Squad? This is the Clod Squad. Okay, these four people were chosen for a reason. Okay, what they are is you have an African American, you have a Somalian, and you have, I don't even know what the other people are. Cortez is Hispanic. These people, what they're doing is they're trying, I hate to say these words for these people, they're tokens, okay? They're tokens. They're trying to attack, and you pull out the race card. And folks, I'm not a racist, okay? I've talked about Garrett Morgan. Ask any African American or progressive who Garrett Morgan is. Half of them will say, well, Garrett Morris, the guy from Saturday Night Live? No, Garrett Morgan, the guy that invented the gas mask. When I used to work at community college in Cleveland, I taught in the inner cities. These people would ask me questions. I said, you know who Garrett Morgan is? They didn't know. My dad knew. I knew. Because of my dad. Okay. There's two kinds of people. Those who do and those who don't. Okay, these people, and I don't care if you want to elect someone to do something. I don't care. But the one thing you've got to do when you come here is you've got to love America. Okay? You got to love you got to love the country. I don't love all the different people in it, but I love the country. I never said Obama's not my president. I just said I didn't vote for him. But he didn't love the country. Okay? Whether you like Bill Clinton or not, he loved America. And he was a better candidate than Bob Dole was, if you want to know the truth. And anybody was a better candidate than John McCain. Obama was a better candidate than McCain. Okay. But Obama didn't love America. Okay. I don't think McCain did either, if you want to know the truth. If he did, he didn't. He wanted to be a boss. That's what he wanted. Okay. If he really loved America, and I know this is going to maybe upset some people. It doesn't matter. This is the truth machine. John McCain, along with Mitt Romney, if they really loved the country, they'd be thankful that Trump is doing something that those two inept, tone-deaf fools, and they're both... McCain was a guy who went to war. He fought for the country. Mittens, on the other hand, he's like Thurston Howell III when they gave him a shovel. And he said, ye gad, lovey, what do I do with this? He was so out of touch. Okay. Both these guys, they were just so jealous of Trump. If you're going to be a successful person in life, in the real world, you can't be jealous. There's people I don't like, and I'll say, I give them compliments. There's even people in my family. I'm not going to name them. Okay. And I don't necessarily think they're great, but they're good at something. One person's a real hard worker. Okay. And I give them credit for that. I'm not going to come out and tell you person's this or that. And my friends always say, you give people credit. Yeah, because I make a living with my opinion. When I'm wrong, not only do I lose money, my clients lose millions. When I'm right, they make millions. Thankfully, I'm right more than I'm wrong, which is why I have this telecast. So this squad of 4, these people, they're the Clod Squad. They're a group of tokens. They're not real people. See, Garrett Morgan invented a gas mask. Ben Carson is a surgeon. They're taking his name off of a thing because he's associated with Trump. They're taking his name off of a school. Okay, here's a guy, grows up in the inner city and becomes a world-famous brain surgeon, not to mention works in Trump's organization and is a great guy. I met him in Palm Beach. Took a picture with him, which you guys have seen. He's a great man. You got to give people credit. These people, they didn't do anything. I don't care that someone was a bartender. I want people who love America. These 4, the Clods, you know what they have in common? They're haters. They hate the country. And they're going after Trump. They're going after because Trump represents the white male to them. Well, if you make a list of what was invented in this country, and again, this may annoy people, you look at what the white male invented, okay? And you look at what every other group of immigrants invented, okay? Legal and illegal. And you will see that you'll see the numbers you have to get, okay? I'm not saying the white male is perfect. I'm saying that they never should a group of people be attacked like they are, okay? It's aggravating, okay? The Democratic Party, everybody they run is either a pretend Indian, a hooker, a booker, a gay, a female, somebody who's not a white male. And the ones that were winning, there were 2 white male that were winning, Bernie and Biden, and everybody's going after them. I mean, and I'm not saying if you got to pick 2, all I can tell you is out of all the candidates, those 2 guys are the least qualified, okay? They're dumb and dumber, okay? A grope and a dope. That's what they are. That's what Bernie and him are. A grope and a dope. Okay. But you're in a position where, and now that guy Wang, I think his name is Wang or Yang, the entrepreneur, he's a smart guy. But he wants to give everybody $1,000. And I understand what he's doing in theory. But at least that guy could run a business. That's what I want from people. I want someone, the United States is a huge business. But these dopes, I mean, Presley, she's the first black to ever be elected in New England. Okay. Omar, or whatever her name is, and Tlaib. These 2 people, like I said, they disrespect the country. Okay. They don't care about America. They hate America. They make anti-Semitic jokes. They don't care. If anyone else did this, they would be out. If Trump did, they're trying to say Trump is a racist. And Rasmussen had a poll today. 32% of Democrats think that if a white person criticizes a person of color, that's racist. I got news for you. Those 32% of the people are tone deaf, stupid. And that's what the Democratic Party's full of. They're full of progressive nonsense. They want abortion, but not for their mothers. I always say that to the liberals. Say it to them. You love abortion so much, your mother should have aborted you. Tell them. They don't like it. They say, why are you being mean? I'm not being mean. You're the one that's all for it. They want higher taxes. Not for them. They want guns to be gone, but not for their bodyguards. Okay. They love illegals coming in, but they don't want to pay for any of them or have them stay with them. I mean, all this is having a bunch of illegal people coming over to your house, coming in your house unwanted, eating your dinner instead of your kids eating it, and then telling you to pay the tab. That's what they're doing. That's the way it is. Someone said to me, Billy, that's not the way to classify it. It's the way it is. But Trump, if I was Trump, and he's framing these people, he knows that running against these four people, Ocasio, Tlaib, Omar, or whatever her name is, and Presley, he knows that they are not mainstream America. Trust me, the Democrats, they tried to push for impeachment. They only got like 90 votes, like 6 Republicans, and that, I don't even know how many, they got that wimp, Amish. Who are these people? The majority of the Democrats even think they're nuts. Okay, you know who these people are? They're in the Black Caucus. Or they're in these very progressive districts where they know they're not going to lose. So they got nothing to lose. Everyone else that's in a normal district, they're not going to say stupid things like this. What are you going to impeach Trump for? The stock market being up $10 trillion? When he tells people to go back to where they come from, here, I give you a tip. And this, my friend Cheryl told me about this, and she sent me the clip. Andrew Cuomo said, if you don't like it in New York, leave. I didn't see anybody on CNN complaining about that. I didn't see his brother complaining. Okay. In most of the blue states, they tell you if you complain, get out of here. You don't like California, you don't like New York, get out. But Trump does it, he's a racist. Folks, if these people keep running, I was talking to one of my political people, and I said it. He doesn't think Biden's going to get the nomination. I hope he doesn't. Like I told you guys in the last telecast. There's no way, none of these other people are going to beat Trump. They're not even going to be close. When those people try to go into Pennsylvania and Ohio, it's not going to work. Biden has a chance, but if they keep beating him up like this, I don't think so. And like one of my guys said, he said, Billy, he's not capable. He's not up to it. This is a young man's game, but I don't know. I watched Bernie campaigning last year. I don't think Biden's too old. I just think that he's not used to taking all these hits. I just don't think he's used to it. We're going to talk now about the stock market and what's been going on. And this whole thing with China, okay? See, this isn't about economics. This is about China wanting to take us over, okay? And change our way of life. Trump came in. He got the military going, and he's pushing back against these guys. They want to take us over, okay? That's what they want. But I'm telling you, and I've told you this once, and I'll tell you 100 times, China militarily, if they could try to take us over, they would. They can't. They're 5 or 10 years. All my people that I've talked to have said, Bill, the war would last 2 weeks. Tops, we'd take their entire Navy out. We'd decimate it in 2 weeks. See, these people, and they have a bunch of people trained that have never fought before. They haven't fought. But they want to try to take us over. See, that's what we're doing with the whole Huawei thing. We don't want them. Peter Thiel made great news this week when he said, I think Google is involved with helping the Chinese government. And then Trump said he's going to look into it. Folks, and they had an expert on CNBC this morning. It was on Wednesday morning. And they quizzed him about what Thiel said. And he said, look, he think Google stopped working with the United States AI contract, but they're working with China. You're trying to tell me that the Chinese businesses and the Chinese government, they're one and the same. They do what they have to do over there. Okay, you see, foreigners aren't buying homes here. They're trying not to send us this agricultural thing. These guys don't want to settle anything. If I was Trump, I'd say, you know what, the tariffs are going up. I just think that he knows it's an election year. He would like to try to make some kind of deal with these guys. but I think he's going to let him bleed a while. The stock market, you're going to get ups and downs on it, okay? You're going to have periods of time where it's not going to do as good. But long term, if you're watching, I'm watching, the retail businesses stocks are starting to pick up, and so are the semiconductors. What does that mean? The retail business, they worry about building things overseas and having to ship them here and having to pay tariffs. I think that China's starting to feel the pain. Okay, I I don't know if there's going to be a settlement, but I just think there's going to be this lull in the action. But in the meantime, the Fed is going to lower interest rates next month, and they'll probably lower it again. Okay, in September, October. Okay, the economy. Jay Powell's on board. Our economy is going. The only thing, one of my guys sent me a message today, and I won't name him, and he said, Bill, manufacturing is down, Sure it is. Because people that run these manufacturing plants, they're not making the capital expenditures yet. See, when you're in a war with people, you both lose. This trade war's stupid. Okay, it's really stupid. But China wants to try to break Trump. They think they're going to break him. They don't understand that he is going to put the screws to them. When he wins next year, he's going to tell them, plain and simple, if you don't make a deal, when we do go, we'll never make a deal. You want to wait a year? We'll wait 3 years. These guys are hemorrhaging. Okay, they can't take it. Okay, the average Chinese business person is hurting over there. They're hurting big time. Okay. See, our GDP, and when you see the second quarter come up, that's our gross domestic product. The more stuff we make here, the better off our economy is. Now, guys like me that own a lot of stocks, we're not making as much money as we should be because the companies are worried. People are worried. Or if you own real estate, it's not at its optimal price yet. But you have to do things that are right. One of my friends said, Billy, you're a wealthy guy. Why do you care? We just got off the phone. He said, why do you care what's going on in this country? I care because Trump's the last line of defense here. Okay, my stocks are up over $10 million, and my subscribers are up. Between me and my subscribers, we're up over almost $100 million since the election because of him. Okay, the cumulative stock advantage. If you have a 401k, like my guy Stick, your 401k is much higher since Trump's taken over. Okay, we can't go into to communism. It doesn't work. Socialism doesn't work. Okay, so the stock market is going to be fine. If you haven't bought Walgreens, symbol WBA, get it. Okay. I want to talk about football's coming up, and as a Browns fan, a lifetime Browns fan, and I do like the Bears because of my guy Mitch Trubisky. But the Browns are my team. I'm telling you, I have never, in all the years I've been a fan, been as excited as I am this year. Baker Mayfield is the real deal. Beckham, Landry, Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they're all great players, don't get me wrong. But Baker is the straw, to quote Billy Martin about Reggie Jackson, he's the straw that stirs the drink. Okay, people are talking to me about, Billy, what about his sophomore jinx? Don't talk like this. Look, I'm going out on a limb here. This team will win at double digits for games. Okay, they will win their division, and they will get into the playoffs. When we get there, I'll talk more about the playoffs. But this is a top flight team, other than the Chiefs and the Patriots. They're easily the third best team in the American Conference. Okay, easily the third best, and could be the second best. Everybody's worried about the coaching, whatever. Folks, this team has got an offense. And it's, you got to remember, Baker didn't practice last year. He didn't get all the snaps. Okay, Freddie Kitchens wasn't the coach. They just figured this all out halfway through the year. That's why he's so mad at Hugh Jackson, alias Huge Jackass. Okay, the reason he's mad at him is he knows that if he would have started from the beginning, the team they could have done this last year. They added on defense. Okay, they got 2 linebackers. They got Vernon. They got Richardson. They got Greedy Williams as a corner. I mean, this is a good team. They've added the safety from the Steelers and another safety from the Chiefs. And all they did was give up Ogba. Okay, big deal. Kirksey will be healthy again. This team will win. I don't know if it's... I'll just say double digits in games, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, training camp's getting ready to start. I'm excited. I'll be keeping you up to date with progress. I know I'm talking about my team. I don't want to talk about the U.S. soccer people anymore. They're a despicable group of people. I will be talking about other teams. We will talk about baseball as well. But I wanted to talk about my team, the Browns, and because training camp's getting ready to start. Everybody's worried about Odell Beckham. Folks, I don't even care what Odell Beckham does. I like him, but Baker Mayfield proved it last year. He knows how to get the ball to his receivers. He knows how to make everybody happy. And Duke Johnson will be a part of the team, and he'll figure it all out. He'll realize that he's going to get his touches. He's not going to get 25 touches, but he's going to win. And then he'll be able to he'll be more marketable. If Kareem Hunt comes through, they will get rid of Duke Johnson next year when he's not as big of a drop on their salary cap. And you don't know what's going to happen with Kareem Hunt. Got into a disagreement a couple of weeks ago, and thankfully nothing came out of it. But you don't know. Okay, so they're keeping him as an insurance policy, and there's nothing wrong with it. Duke Johnson can play. Okay, so keep trying to subscribe. Tell your friends about this, and let's keep this going. I've seen people that do podcasts online. I am going to start talking. I'm going to start building this bigger, okay, as time goes on. So, from behind the wheel of the Truth Machine, this is Bill Spatrino asking you to sit back and enjoy the ride.